Hello everyone, I just built my new portfolio website using a tool called Makeswift. Let's take a look. I have a little bit information about myself, for example the job title and the location. I have some contact links on my portfolio, and I have the Touch Web 3 and Touch Web 2 technologies on it, shining cards. And I have this what people say section about my channel. I have a YouTube channel, as you see. Okay, these are some tweets about my channel. And I have this my recent work section, which I have also the link of my YouTube channel, and these are the links to some of my YouTube videos.
Do you want
and
to learn?
check them out also. Okay, and I also have this code with the Buymecoffee link widget. Actually, I put this widget because I want to show you how you can add a widget to your site built with Makeswift. Okay, it's very simple. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can use Makeswift to create a visually editable website, NextJS website. Okay, what is Makeswift? Makeswift make your NextJS site visually editable. So it's gonna make any React component visually editable. So you need to use NextJS. You need to be using NextJS and React to use Makeswift. Okay. And if you see this get static paths and get static props page, these are actually related to NextJS stuff, right? But we're gonna import them from not NextJS, but Makeswift runtime next. So these are some Makeswift wrappers around the NextJS components. Okay, so what do they mean by visually editable? So we can change this globe thing with using some custom colors. Maybe we can make it green. As you can see, it is visually editable, so we can make it pink. It's not very good actually. The white is better, and we can stop the rotation. Also, we can make it faster maybe or slower, so it's actually visually editable, and this is the corresponding code snippet. Okay, great. So this is running on localhost 3000, as you can see. What if I want to change this pinkish color to any other color of my choice? So I can come here. This is app.makeswift.com, the visual builder for Makeswift. So I actually built my website using this tool, using this builder, and it has some components to help me out. Okay, I can click on this section and change the color to my choice. Maybe this pink is better, so I can publish it. And if I refresh this page, as you can see, it changed right away. So it's that simple. You don't need to go do something in the code. Actually, you can visually edit this site. You can remove them, you can change colors, you can change the layouts, and yeah, you can also change the links. It's very simple using the Makeswift builder. So what are we gonna do in this video is we're gonna create this new portfolio website from scratch and learn a little bit more about what can we achieve using Makeswift. So it's gonna give you an idea of your new website maybe. So if you're ready, let's start. I'm gonna keep this section open because maybe we can use some theme colors. We're gonna copy and paste these colors and create another site there is this create new site thing, and it asks us if we want to integrate with Next.js right away. But we don't want this. We want to try the visual builder first, and we can always integrate later, right? So skip and start building. Okay, here are some templates, and we can use them to create our new site. But I'm gonna skip this section because we want to learn how we can do this from scratch, right? So you don't have any pages. Let's create a page. So here are the pages section. I'm gonna create a page from not a template but blank page, right? So this is how blank page looks like. Let's make it home, and it's pretty empty. Okay, what we're gonna do is let's first get the theme colors, right? Copy this pink color. First of all, you need some theme. And I'm gonna use the same exact theme because we're gonna build the same exact website, right? So let's copy and paste these beautiful colors that I picked. Oops. We need the FFF color also. And this one. Great. Okay, when you're done with your site colors, we can start building our website. So it has this header section, right? So here are some components, frequently used components for our Makeswift builder. So it has an image, text, and button, and also boxes, right? Boxes refer to div elements in HTML. So we're gonna have to use boxes to create some layouts, flexbox layouts. So I'm gonna put a box here, and I will actually also add another box. Before that, let's give it an ID. We can give it an ID here in this section. It's navigation, and add another box, and it is the navigation menu or content, whatever you call it. And you can see there is the navigation, the other box, and inside that there is the navigation menu. So I'm gonna pick the menu, actually not the menu, the other one, and narrow it down a little. Okay, it is great. And after that, for the inner section, the navigation menu, I have some custom components ready for me. So there are social links, and actually not this one. Okay, this one. There is some components already built for my use. So I can have this navigation and put it there, and it has a logo and some bunch of links, right? So for the logo, we need to upload an image. So we can create folders for better structure for our assets, and also we can upload some files. So I'm gonna upload this logo webp and choose this one as logo, and it's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna give it a 55 or something width. I don't know what is the width. It's 60 actually, so let's make this 60. Okay, great. And for the links, we have me, tweets, and work, right? So here are the links. So it's gonna be called me and it's uppercase. So we can make it uppercase here. Let's make it uppercase. It's a clear text. It can be outline, it can be bubbly or anything, but we don't need a button look. So we're gonna make it clear. And when you click on this link, it can open a page, new page, open a URL, compose an email, call a phone number, or scroll to element. And since we don't have any element yet, I'm gonna skip this section. And here are the shapes. Also, we can make them bigger. Its default size is medium. And we can also select a text style. I use Poppins, so I'm gonna add a Poppins font. Okay, let's check this one. Add one font, and we need the regular, semi-bold, and bold. Okay, let's upload this one. And after that, we can select Poppins here, and we can make them bold or maybe semi-bold. Yeah, this is better. And it's the me section. Tweets is the same, it's uppercase. And the text style is Poppins and semi-bold. Okay, oops, sorry. So we don't need contact, but we need work, right? Okay, uppercase, it is Poppins and semi-bold. So if there is too much link gap, so we can make them a little closer, and it's done actually. So we can link text style. Okay, we can also give the link a text style, so they're gonna be the same actually, but we already gave them style, so I don't want to do that again. And alignment can be changed, but we need this. Okay, it looks great. So what we're gonna do next is maybe we can give the page this color, background color. Okay, it is. When I click the page thing, I can add snippets, I can add a background, I can change the row gap or the column gap. So I'm gonna add a background. It can be a color, a gradient, image, or video. I'm gonna add a color. So these colors are coming from the team, and I need this one. Okay, so this is a little bit dark, so I'm gonna remove this also. So when I publish this, we can go ahead and view. As you can see, it looks like this right now. Okay, great. Or you can use the preview link to view it. Yep, it looks like this. It has also other font sizes. We can see how it looks on iPhone X, iPad, or something, right? So it has this one. This is coming from, it has a mobile default menu, right? It is coming from the, okay, where is it? It is a mobile menu, and we can pick the cover from, right? But there are sizes, font sizes, right? This is for desktop, tablet, and I want it on mobile section, and it is already there, so it's cool. I can make it cover from right or cover from left also if I do it left and preview it. So you're gonna see, if I change it back to iPhone X, it's gonna be coming from the, covering from the left side. So, but I don't want this look, right? I'm gonna make it cover from right. So it's already mobile responsive right now without doing anything fancy. Okay, great. We have the header section. So I'm gonna copy this text, and we can actually copy this section. It's Command D, and it's gonna be the same. I'm gonna remove the inner box, and I have this box here, and I can drag a text and paste the oops, sorry, and I can say hello, I am Didem. Okay, oops, it looks a little different. Okay, I am Didem. You can see it right now. Actually, I can't see it. I don't know why I can type this. Hello, I am Didem. Okay, I can't see it. So let's give it a color. And it's this color. And what is the size for this? It's 32. So I'm gonna make it 32. And the font is Poppins. It's regular. And also let's text align, make it center. Amazing. Okay. Hello, I am Didem. This is great. And also 1.8 line height. Let's make it the same. And we're gonna have another text here, right? So let's add another text here and copy the content. Oh, it actually copies everything. Okay, let's make it like, remove this one. And let's say I can't see it. So let's make it white. I am a front-end developer. And what was it? Based in Ankara, Turkey. Based in Ankara, Turkey. So let's make this 28. Let's make it 28 in middle. And also the Poppins font is great. So the front end developer section will be, okay, the color will be this color. And for the front end developer section, oops, can click. And for the front end developer section, it's going to be underlined and the text gonna be pinkish. Okay, any other thing is, it is semi-bold. This is also semi-bold. And let's make this semi-bold. Also this one. And let's change the width a little. Also we can make this one closer. Yep, looks great. Okay, we have the link section. So I'm gonna put a new box and let's call it contacts links. And we actually have this one. here. Okay, we have social links and they look like this. And what we can do is we have the GitHub, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So there is no Facebook. There is GitHub. Okay, GitHub, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Also YouTube. So I'm gonna pick YouTube also. And they're gonna be like this, right? They're gonna be like this. The icon color will be white. And the shape color is gonna be like this. Okay. Shape color is gonna be actually a different color. So what is that colors? I don't know. Maybe this one. Okay, this one. Let's copy this one. We don't have this one yet. And we're gonna have this one. Okay, the theme. Let's copy it. Save it. And then we're gonna use the shape color. This color. Great. And we can also give it a little bit space. And how much space we have? It's 20. So we can make it 20 and it looks much better. And also if you preview it, it looks something like this. Yep, great. So I want a little bit animation here. When I hover over them, they're gonna be a little bigger, right? So how can we achieve this? So on hover, please grow, right? So let's preview again. So right now it was just one click, and when we hover on them, it gets a little grower. It grows. So when I hover over them, it grows a little bigger. Okay, great. So we have this one here, and there are some more space, right? So this one has some space. Both. Okay, let's give it a little space. And yeah. Looks better. Okay, great. So other than this, what we can do is we have the front-end developer thing, and we need this box, and we also need this what people say section and my recent work sections, right? So I'm gonna do the what people say section first, because this one will be a little bit harder to do. Okay, let's do the what people say section first. What I'm gonna do is draw a box here inside page, not navigation, not social links, but inside page, right? And I'm gonna put a text section, and it's gonna say what people say. So it's going to be white, center, and the size will be 40. Okay, it's going to be uppercase and 40. Also the font will be Poppins bold. Okay, great. So I'm gonna throw another box right below it, and it will have this tweet sections, and if you take a closer look at it, it has this flex. So 3 of the Twitter embeds are gonna be in the same row, and there are actually going to be 2 rows. So how can we achieve this with boxes? So we have only 1 box here. I'm gonna put 1 box. We're gonna call it left side, maybe left only. And I am actually gonna put another box here, and it's not inside left, it's inside the box. And this is going to be right. And okay, great. So whoops, I actually have no idea what happened. So there are too many boxes right now. Okay, they're inside. Yes, this is what I'm trying to do. So it's the left side and the right sides, and they're different. Okay, left is gonna be here, left one, and the right one. So we have 2. Can we make the page a little bigger? Of course we can. Yeah, great. Let's make it a little bigger right now. Okay, so how can we achieve Twitter embeds? So let's open the Twitter. I'm gonna say coding webs. Do that. Okay, we have this one. And we're gonna click on this embed tweet thing, and we are gonna set customization options. We're gonna hide the conversation. We're gonna make the theme dark and update it and copy the code, right? Okay, it's that easy. And I'm gonna use an embed component to achieve my goal. And for the code section, I'm gonna just copy and paste this one. And here is my tweet, right? Okay, great. So I'm gonna do this multiple times for different tweets. Let's embed this one. Set customization options, hide the conversation, make it dark, update, and copy the code. And I'm gonna come here, use an embed here, put this, and copy and paste. Okay, great. And let's do this multiple times. Okay, let's use this one. Set customization, hide the conversation, make it dark, update it, and copy the code. Okay, let's use another embed and put this. And one more time, let's do this one more time. And let's this time use this to it. Set customization options, make it dark, hide conversation, and copy the code. Okay, great. Let's put this one here. And it's done. Let's preview this one. Okay, close this and this. And here is what you see, but the layout is a little bit off, right? This is because we didn't copy and paste the same bits. Okay, the reason is we don't have a width 800 in this section, right? So let's make this section 800 and preview it again. Okay, looks much better, but I'm actually gonna make it a little bigger. And how much is this section? Okay. So I couldn't find it, but I'm gonna figure this out myself. It can be 100, 1200. Let's see. Yeah, it looks much better right now. Okay, great. We built this section also, and we're gonna have this my recent work section, right? Okay, let's use another box here, and it's going to be 1200 pixel, and it's gonna have a text, and it will be this one, this style actually. So we can create a text style, and it can be H1. I'm gonna call this header actually, and save text style, and we will say my recent work, right? My recent work, and we're gonna select this text style. Okay, we don't have a text style, why not? We have header. Let's copy the header and my recent work. Okay, great. And let's call this div recent work or something. And it will have some space. Okay, great. And it has this text. I'm actually gonna copy and paste this one because there is nothing fancy about it. And how did I create this my channel thing? So I gave it an underline, another pinkish color, and I also made it a link, right? And I select it. Okay. So I use this one to give it a link, so it goes to my YouTube channel. You can also come here and click this icon and make it a link. Okay, so for my recent work, I have this one. So it's going to be, not this one, components, carousel, right? Carousel. Okay, it's gonna be this one. and I'm gonna give it a little bit of links. So it has these screenshots and also it has some links. Okay, it is no image selected right now, but we can, okay, I can get some pictures here. Let's use this one also. Great. So I'm gonna upload these files, these two files. So these are the recent ones. Yeah, these two files. Open them. Let's choose the first one, and then for the second one, let's choose this one. And I'm gonna remove the third one, so it's going to be only 2 items. And when we click on them, they can go to a URL. So open URL. For the URL, I'm gonna use this URL. Okay, close these two. And when we click on this image, it's gonna open this URL, right? And it's going to be in a new tab. And you can always give it a description. It's better for SEO, right? So for the second one, it's this link. Open URL in a new tab, right? So when we preview this, let's close this one. As you can see, it's a carousel, and here are some dots which we can see. So the arrow color will be pinkish, and show arrows, yes. Autoplay, yes. And it will be delayed for 5 seconds. And the arrow background is going to be, okay, white is better. And the dot color is going to be this pinkish color. So let's review it again. Yeah, it's much better. And let's make it a little bit bigger, because it is very small, but this time it can be very big. Also, yeah, but I kind of like it this way, or I'm not really sure. Okay, how much is this? It's 670. Okay, 670. Whoops. Why didn't this happen? Okay. This looks better. And let's move it a little bit down and preview it. Great. It looks much better. And when we click on them, it opens the corresponding links. We can also remove these ones if you want. Okay, it's this one. Let's remove the arrows. Great. Let's publish this one also. Okay, I have the recent work section also, and we can now build this one. But before doing this, we need a NextJS site. So we can always go ahead and open Makeswift and go to the docs, and let's learn how can we create a NextJS site and integrate it with this awesome website. Okay, so it has a manual setup and advanced setup. So which one should we go with? Okay, let's go with the getting started guides and clone the starter project. So I'm gonna copy this one. So let's open the terminal and let's say, oops, sorry. I'm gonna get out of this directory. It's YouTube, and I will say npx create next app, and I'm gonna create a NextJS application with an example of CMS Makeswift, and I'm gonna call my application portfolio. So it's gonna create a portfolio NextJS application for me from a template, from an CMS Makeswift example. So the integration with Makeswift is going to be easier. So I said yes, and we're gonna open this portfolio soon and install some dependencies. Our project is ready, so let's get into it. Open portfolio and make an npm install there. Great, so we can open Visual Studio Code and exit this terminal. I'm gonna put this here and this one here also. After doing the npm install, we have node modules installed, and if you take a look, we have a NextJS application, and the get select paths, get select props are coming from Makeswift, and there is this Makeswift yes file. It also has the get server side props, and it's importing from register components library, and the document is also coming from the Makeswift. So it's a NextJS site, but everything is actually extended by Makeswift. So here is the library, right? There are register components thing. We're gonna talk about this soon. Also remove this yarn lock. I don't know why is it here. I don't know why it's here. And let's say npm run dev. So it's gonna run on localhost 3000, and what the doc says is configure the Makeswift site API key. Go to your Makeswift site and get a hold of your site's API key. Okay, we're gonna open the settings page and we're gonna copy and paste our site API key as an environment variable. So we're gonna have env local example. It's not going to be example anymore because it's gonna be env.local. And here we have the Makeswift API host. This is going to be the same, but we're gonna go and let's say settings, and we're gonna have a site API key section here. We're gonna copy this one, copy and paste this as an environment variable, and since we changed things, let's rerun it. Also, one other thing is we're gonna change this host preview URL, and it's going to be HTTP localhost, since we're running on localhost right now, 3000, and Makeswift. So this is going to be our host preview URL. Okay, let's save this one, close it. Also, it's written here. You're gonna change the API key, and after doing the npm run dev, we're gonna make this localhost 3000 Makeswift, and we can start building. Okay, we need to publish it right now. And when we say view live, it's gonna open the localhost 3000 and with this URL. Okay, this is the page URL actually. Okay, awesome. So this is what we have so far. And what we can also do is, if we run out of components, like there are 6, 7, 8, 9 components. Actually, there is this hello world component, and it's a custom component. And if you want more components, you don't have any components. Okay, if we want more components, we need to build some, right? So how do we register new components? So there are some. So start building, that's it. You should be able to create a page in Makeswift and start dropping in registered components. We need to create some registered components. And actually this card is a registered component I created as a React component. And how can we do this? It says you can register new components in the lib Makeswift register components file. So there is this file. Okay, if you take a look at here, there is this hello world component which we just saw, right? And it has only the hello world text. So it's a registered component, and we can drag it here. It's gonna appear here when you register a new component. It's going to be appearing here, and we can use it. So when we register a new component, it's going to be appearing here. It has nothing but a text of hello world, but we can see it right now, but it's here actually. Okay, let's remove it. And it is actually pre-built for us to learn how can we create our new components, how can we register new components, right? So there are some controls. So if you take a closer look, we have the type section, it's hello world. We have the label hello world. So when you drag this one hello world, then here is the label. So this is the label, okay? It's hello world. And it has some props, and it only has this class name prop. So let's create this one. I'm actually gonna copy and paste this one because this is a bit much. Okay, let's create a folder called components. It's gonna be components. And let's create glow card.tsx. Inside this, just copy and paste it. And I'm gonna explain it. And glow card module CSS. Okay, let's copy this one also, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. Copy and paste. Okay, great. Also here we have the register components thing. I'm gonna also copy this one. Okay, let's close this. Open up this one. And for the register components thing, let's copy and paste this one. So if you take a look at this glow card component, it's just a basic TypeScript glow card React component. So it is importing the React from React. It's also importing class names. Actually, do we use it? Yes, we use it. So let's make npm install class names. Also, it's importing styles from glowcard module CSS, and it has some TypeScript types. As props, it's gonna need a picture URL, which is this URL. So this is going to be an image profile picture, and also it has this box shadow props. Okay, the box shadow props is optional, and it may have color, offset X, offset Y, blur radius, and spread radius. So the pinkish box shadow is going to be customized. So I can change the color of it. I can play with the offsets. Okay, this is why. So I'm creating a custom component, and it's called glow card. So it takes the picture URL and the box shadow. So there is a default box shadow like this, and it has only one div. It's a card, so the module CSS has some CSS border radius, background border radius. Okay, border radius is 2 times. Let's remove this one. It has some padding, width, so it's a basic CSS card actually, and also it has this image class. So the image has the width of 100%, background size cover, height is auto. So this is some basic CSS actually. So it has the card. Outside of it, it has a card, and inside it has this image. So the image URL is coming from the props. Okay, in the style section, there is this box shadow. So when the props changes, the box shadow also changes. Okay, after creating this React component and the corresponding module CSS, how can we register it using Makeswift? So I'm gonna do it inside here. First of all, we need to import this glow card, right? So is it a default export? Yes, it's a default export. So I'm gonna say import glow card from glow cards. Okay, there is this glow card, and I'm gonna move this inside. Yep, glow card. Amazing. After importing the glow card component, I'm also going to remove this hello world. We don't need this anymore. And I'll say React runtime register component. It's glow cards, and the type is, I can give it a name, but changing this may break things actually. After using your register component here, you don't need to change you shouldn't change the type. Okay, so the label will be glow card, and here are the props. Okay, so there is this picture URL. It's an image, and we're gonna call it profile picture, or maybe just picture. And the box shadow is a shape. Also, this image color and text input is coming from the, let's let's open Makeswift. They're coming from these controls. So there is text input here. So they're coming from runtime controls, okay? So let's say import color and image shape from Makeswift runtime controls. Amazing. Also there is this text input. So yeah, there is blur radius, and it's called, the label is blur radius, and the default value is 118 pixel. You're gonna see it right now, okay? It will be easier to understand this way. So let's refresh this one. So after registering our components, we can see them here. So there is this glow card thing, and how did we use it? So we're gonna use it here, somewhere here. Let's put a box and call it portfolio, and let's give it some space also. Great. So inside this, I'm gonna use this glow card thing, and it's empty right now, but as you can see, it asks for some props. So it's asking for a picture. So I'm gonna create a picture here, upload a picture. Okay, what can I use? So let's use this one. Okay, I choose this one, and it looks amazing. Okay, I can change the picture URL. I can change the color like this. I can add a totally new color and save it. I can do that. And these props, like this offset X, offset Y, and the blur radius, like I can make it like this. Then also spread can be reduced, and these are actually coming from here. When we're registering components, we tell them you get this, and this props. So it's visually editable this way. So someone from the marketing team can come and, okay, I want this green, or I want this pink, or maybe any other color. Like it can be different colors. You can make it purple, and let's publish it. Okay, he says let's publish it. I love it this way. And let's review this one. And as you can see, it's changed right away. Okay, so let's after doing everything, let's give them a little bit animation. So to animate box in fade up. Okay, not this one. I'm gonna animate items in, and they're gonna fade up. So let's preview. You can always test it. Okay, I love this look. I want this one to blur in. Okay, let's preview. Great. Amazing. Also this tweets to this can, okay, let's make it like this. Animate items in fade up. Actually, blurring is much better. Also, for this one, I want them to fade up. Let's preview. Okay, great. Also, these links need some animation, so let's give them a little animation. Okay, I need to pick the contact links section and animate items, fade left, this one, fade in, scale up, or blurring. Okay, I can make the blurring thing. Amazing. I love this look, but I don't need blurring here in the tweet section. So this can be fade up actually. Let's preview one more time. Amazing. Okay. So here is our site. When you make it iPad, it's gonna look like this. And when we make it iPhone X, then there are some problems. Okay, so how can we fix it? After creating our site, we can take a look at the different sizes, how they look. So the iPad version is pretty good, I think. But for the mobile version, I want this a little bit up. Okay, so this is only changing for the mobile version, and the cards are not looking very good, right? So what can I do? Okay, what we can do here is, if you come here between these two sections, there is an arrow thing, and if you click it, it's gonna make it in one column only, and this is what we want, right? So we're gonna make it like this, publish it, and preview it one more time. Let's say view live, and for desktop version it is like this. And if we make it smaller, it's gonna have this links. Amazing. And it is only one column thing, so it was pretty easy. Maybe we can remove this space a little here for the mobile screen. Maybe we can make it like this, publish it. Okay, refresh the page. Okay, let's inspect, and it's much better right now. Okay, it was that, and what we need is the Buymecoffee.com widget, right? Buymecoffee widgets. Also, if you like this video, you can always buy me a coffee here. I have a link, and I'm gonna show you how you can add your own. Okay, when you come here, buymecoffee.com brands, you can generate a new widget so people can support you and buy you a coffee. And you can pick some colors, fonts, and everything. After that, generate a button, copy it. So it's a script, right? We need to embed it in every page of our website. So how can we do it with Makeswift? It's pretty damn straightforward. So if you click on the page thing, then there are snippets section, and you can create a new snippet and you can call it Buymecoffee and copy and paste the code here, and it is enabled for live page and builder, and place it in head section and add to new pages by default. Okay, let's say create, yes, add to all pages, and it's gonna appear soon. Publish it, and let's view live. Oh my god, it's actually not going to be this one. It's gonna be Buymecoffee Widget, right? I'm sorry guys, it's going to be the overlay widgets. So let's pick this one, generate widgets, copy the code, and we're gonna change the edit snippets instead, copy and paste this one, save it, publish, and let's refresh the page, and it's here. As you can see, here is your Buymecoffee link, and amazing. So since we have some elements here, we can also add scroll links, right? So the me section is a link, and it's gonna scroll to an element with an ID of portfolio thing. Maybe this one, or the contact links. I'm not really sure about it, but let's try this one. And the tweet section is going to be scrolling to the not recent work, maybe left and right. Oh, okay, we can change it later, and scroll to elements, recent work. So let's publish and preview it. Okay, when I click on me, then it's gonna come to portfolio. When I click on tweets, it's gonna come here, but I'm gonna change it with this other box. So what people say section, right? Okay, let's change it. Tweets, what people say, publish, amazing. Yes, what people say, and the work is my recent work. So that was basically it, guys. It's pretty easy with Makeswift. Like, what we can do also is, there are too many things to do, but there is this SEO section. You can always give your site a name, portfolio built with Makeswift. So when you share your new website link in your Twitter account, or maybe YouTube, or maybe Facebook, then it's gonna have this card with a social image, right? So we can give this one, and you have the team, And any other thing is you can change the site name. You can add a favicon. It is this one right now. You can delete this site. You can archive this site. And there are the domain section. If you have a domain, then you can connect your domain in this section. If you want to handle redirections to your site, then you can do it here. And when you're done with your development process, you can change this localhost thing to your actual URL of your website, okay? And other than this, it's basically done. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and give this video a like. Other than that, see you.